Good morning. As I mentioned before, I will try to every month to show how it goes with my planner. Sometimes a little late, but I will try. So this is February on my planner. Here you have the first day actually was in the previous page. That is the day I have to go and leave the old palms to church, because they use for then they burn and use for Ash Wednesday. And here I put what we have in the reading of Gospel, that was Matthew 5, 1 to 12a, and what I have to do. So then we have here, it was the presentation of the Lord, and it was a day that I wanted to concentrate in, pray, move, go ahead, and enjoy things. So that's the reason the complete page was dedicated in that way. Tuesday, this is the cleaning that I have to do on my library area, so that's what I have. Then it was inventory day at work, so I kind of work it a little extra time there and help it with the inventory. It was the day after inventory, sorry. I have to help to count and check if everything was okay, the numbers from the day before. I went to Fred's, and I here mentioned that I was playing my computer game. The next day, I went for a walk instead of supposed to be a relaxing day, but I actually went to do more walking with Chaser, and it was nice. Here I have my tasks for the week, and if I don't mark everything, it's not because I don't do it, it's because sometimes I just keep going and doing. Bibimbap is a dish that I believe is Korean. I'm not totally right or wrong. That is a mix that you have a lot of rice, and then you put a lot of veggies and some pieces of meat, and then you have a red sauce that comes from there. I don't remember what is. I think it's like spicy pepper or something, but it's delicious. And then you put a fried egg on the top. We love this on winter, and it was a very cold day, and so it was perfect. You serve those in a bowl that is like a ceramic or a stone, and it's so hot. It has a wood to hold those. And the first visit to the dentist, oh man, I put like by hour how it went, that first visit, and then here between going there and having, and it was the same day that one of the parts of my game was launching, so it was kind of like having something to compensate all the pain that I was feeling. But as you can see, I marked the hours and everything, how I was going, that it was interesting. Then the next day it was a payday. I made my numbers like I always do. Here talking about the numbers, how I trying to figure it out. Then about the fun that I had at work, on the game, relaxing. It was no bad, no pain in this day. I was lucky. Things that I had to bake, that it was for the Valentine's Day that we had on the 10th. Work how it went, and I didn't get a call from my social. That was the thing. I think I mentioned in one of my videos, my blogs, that I was having problems because I didn't get calls for or message for the social in 2 months. So that happened. It was the Super Bowl, so after work, my husband was waiting for a lot of delicious finger food to have, and it was nice. Then news about the Winter Olympics, what was going on. When I saw, I will be honest, it's like I'm not the right or the left or anything. I'm a legal resident in the United States, and I love this country, the good, the bad, and everything, and the ugly. And I'm planning to get my citizenship, and one of the things that I really always will respect is the country. Whatever country you are, you need to show support for your country. You can more when you're outside. That's in my view, and I hope it's not misunderstood. And I'm glad that I live here and I have things that I maybe would never have in my country. So I don't like to talk anything bad about where I'm living. To do things for the house, the baking that I have to do, and my husband did some baking also for the next day. And I was not in the best mood, but it was because I was feeling so much pain. I wasn't feeling comfortable. I was feeling pain, and I think I was showing my bad side to my husband, to my friends, to everybody, and I really feel bad about that. Then we have the Valentine's Day. I kind of showed that on my blog. It was really nice. We have a lot of relax and enjoy. And I don't know why, but finally this day I came home and I slept. I was with so much stress about going to the dentist, about the pain that I was having, and I think this day I finally slept, all that I was not sleeping. On Wednesday I received my first box for the Caterpillar subscription box, and I love, and I still doing a little of my embroidering very slow. I'm trying to be how to say, very careful at the point that I'm only in the body. But it's like I wash my hands, I clean everything, and then I do that because I want to finish that and make like a little pillowcase for my desk. It was the Our Lady of Lourdes. It's a day that is good to try to bless yourself with holy water and drink a lot of water, and that's something that I actually am doing very good. And like I say, I was in pain, not feeling so great. I still suffering for that. I don't know why, but the pain was getting worse and worse. Yeah, here you can see that I'm like, go away. This is so much pain in this day. And I did everything. I didn't wanted to really do a lot. I feel like my day was wasted. It was my day off, but thanks God that was the last day. The next day I was feeling good. I keep eating the sweets that I got from the Galentine's, and then was this? Oh yes, I was talking that I was feeling more cheerful and feeling better because the pain is gone and I feel good. Then we have this. This is, oh yeah, I was following the news about the journalist Savannah Guthrie and her mother. That was the kidnapping, and I was feeling so bad, and I was praying for that lady all the time and praying for the family because I cannot imagine how they were feeling. So that's what I am talking here. Valentine's Day, my husband cooks so delicious food, delicious, and he always loved to go out also, but we decided to go later, that we actually did like a few days ago. We don't celebrate just that day. We try to always have a special day also before or after. Talking about my game, and then Sunday was a religious day. I put all that I read. It was really nice reading, and I wanted to keep also here. I'm enjoying to do that, to be honest. And so I try to write after I go to Mass or the next day, so just to remember what it was said on Mass that day. The next day was President's Day. I woke up early. I think I didn't. Oh, I was off these days. Yes, that's right. Because I'm trying to use what is left for my vacation, and before I lose that. If you don't use your vacation, you lose it. That's how it works. So talking here how I'm beginning my vacation, really nice. And it was not a lot going on. It's just enjoying of being off. And I think I'm been playing a lot of my computer game. It's like a relaxing thing for me, so that's what I talk a lot here. I've been also doing a little of the I was beginning to do my my stitch, my cross stitch, so I mentioned here, and I was almost talking also the other one that I have. Ash Wednesday. This was a beautiful day. I went, and that was one of the reasons I select this week, because I wanted to go to Mass on the morning. And I went to Mass. It was beautiful. It was very emotive. And I have here what the reading was. And I don't know if you can see a little darker there. When I got my mark with the ashes, then I came and I put my head a little there to leave the mark of the holy ashes in my book, because I wanted to remember and just to touch. I don't know. It's something that I wanted to keep it. Thursday, I was just eating and playing. I was feeling so good, enjoying birthday of my cousin. So that's what I'm talking here. I have fun this day. On Friday, again, staying home, planning. I got my payday and I planned all my budget, and I was happy because it was okay budget, and I was able to pay everything and also have extra for the savings that I usually do, like when I want home decoration or holidays or things like that. And I think this one I was happy because I saved enough for St. Patrick's that I finished not buying what I want because it's too expensive. Bakery Bears. Oh my gosh, this was a sad day. I don't know why. I was watching Pinterest, and I got the news that Dan Jones, that is the husband of Kate, and they do this podcast, the Bakery Bears. They do knitting podcast, and Dan was a cancer survivor that began to have this. I think they began to do the podcast like a way to have a more relaxing life and have also an income, and in that way they went out. And I think he was an amazing knitter. He did so many wonderful sweaters and everything. Well, it looks like the cancer came back. He got very sick after Christmas, because I didn't see any video of them for months, 2 months I think, and then suddenly he died. I can never believe how much it affected me, because I always loved the relation that they have as a couple, and they met, I think, in school. I think they were in that time or in the town. I don't remember very well how they met, but they have been together for many years, and they used to talk about things that they used to do and how it was in UK in that time. He used to show a lot of history and walking places, and I learned a lot of English history thanks to him, and about the buildings. My background is in architecture, so when he was showing all these buildings, it was amazing. So, oh man, I've been praying for them so much. I couldn't believe how much that affected me, thinking how she's feeling, how their daughter is feeling. I keep them on my prayers. And then this was the game, what I was doing. It calls the Tree of Life because my tune is a druid that can convert in a little tree and heal people. So that's the skill that it have. But what is interesting is, like, in Sunday it was mentioned a Tree of Life, and I was listening when they were talking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, just talk about Tree of Life. This is Karastan, means it's one of the raids that you do in the game, and I was talking that it was my first time and how I was enjoying, because after so long time doing that. Monday, my battery, well, I went to work. Usually on Monday everything is closed, so they have to do what is the hard opening, means that 2 people goes inside and 1 person stay outside in the car, just keeping an eye until they walk the building, and check if everything is okay. So I was the person in the car outside. When I tried to turn my car on to put in the parking, it didn't work. They had to jumpstart my battery. And after work, I went to Les Schwab. That is where I got my battery. They check everything. It was under warranty because it's only 1.5 years old. And they say what you need is to drive more your car. I hate to drive. Here a little of my game again. And this is a fox. Like I say, my twin is a druid, and he can convert in an owl, in a tree. It can be a bear. It can be like a little seal. It's so many things. Here on Tuesday, more news about the news. I was watching the Olympics, birthday of my uncle, and this is Carson Lute. Well, the raid that I was saying that I play, I decided to put all that I need from that raid. You don't get it one day. You always go and play, and all the players get always something. So I was able to get one item, and I wanted to mark so I can do a follow-up of that. Wednesday, my little baby's 7 months, and we went to walk a lot. It was an elliptical day, and I decided to walk more with him because it was good for both of us. And I was watching news and everything. And they decided that they were just declaring a cold case for the case of Nancy Guthrie. So that was. Here about the game again, and I watch, what is this? About military people that lost their life and everything. I got so emotional, and I think this day was kind of like sad, and I was happy that my husband is still with me. He has 3 tours, and thanks God he came alive and good from all of them, and I give thanks to God for that. This is our date out. So this was actually this is my birthday celebration. That's how we do. It's like we don't go on that day. We go like, okay, we will move this for another day. That's when we feel that we want to do it. So it was our date out. We went to have a delicious food. Then I came home and relaxed. After that, it was so full. It's interesting because they give you little pieces of meat. You select if you want 2 kinds or 3 kinds, and each one of us select 3. But I'm talking like they give you, I don't know if you can see, like 3 pieces. This is like all the meat, and they give you a little rice, I don't know if you see that, and a little salad and a little miso soup. The miso soup from here gave me allergy. The last time I had to run to the bathroom because I was having a really bad reaction. I don't know what it is, because I do miso soup every day for me, and I never had that reaction. And here, plans. What I was planning to do in the house, and for food, because I was going to have my dental appointment. Did I mark my dental appointment? Oh, it was coming, the dental appointment. So I have to plan what was going to be all this. I have 3 more dental appointments. So I knew that I cannot eat really hard. On this day I was able, because it was the dental treatment that was done was in my left side down. The next one, the top side up. So it was complicated. So here more of the year that I need from where and everything. Here we have, I was doing my research and everything about the right food that I need to eat. So what to add more on my food, because I have also sometimes this veins are really bad in my legs, and it was for all the time that I used to spend standing at work. So now slowly they are getting better, and I'm helping myself in different ways with vitamins and now with food. Oh yes, this morning this was the strike into Iran, and oh my gosh, I am not talking about who is right, who is wrong. I am just praying for all the innocents that are getting in middle of this. I pray for the soldiers of both sides too, because I don't like to see anybody lose their life, and that's the truth. Then Sunday, the reading was very short, and I wanted to continue doing my Genesis. If you remember, I am in chapter 42, 3. So one of my goals is to finish Genesis. Is here. So that's what I'm trying to do. And that is February. I hope you enjoyed this February flip through, and like I say always, is nothing special. All that I do is usually put some stickers. I like to draw a lot, so like this is my drawing, this is a stamp, this is a stickers, some stickers, drawing, stickers, drawing, a drawing, and a lot of the words make a difference too, the way that you put there. This is stamps from my little journal, and a lot of the other things are, these were from, oh my gosh, my battery is dying. Anyway, I want that you please enjoy it, and let me know what you think about this. Thank you for watching, and I see you in my next video.